joining us via the incredible edible internet is the Robles clan.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Tiny Robles.
Background is fantastic. Yep.
Oh my goodness. How old is Xander now?
10 weeks.
10 weeks.
Practice that. Was awesome.
Classy baby.
Oh my god.
Good dapper little Jen.
I like how he was born with so much hair so you can put his hair up into a little tiny mohawk.
Oh, I know, it's the best.
Penelope barely has more hair than she did when she was born.
No, she had a full Captain Picard bald look. She's got lots of hair
true.
now.
That's true.
Yeah, she had hair when she was born, and then it all fell out on the top, so she was looking Picardy, and then it very slowly came back in, but ginger rather than brown.
Some friends of ours have a kid that was born a month before Penelope, and
man.
has more hair than I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, that kid has so much hair.
Yeah.
Apparently, the kitty got jealous, and the kitty wanted to join in
Yeah,
the
the
call,
kitty
too.
is also now on my lap.
You guys
Nice.
are interneting properly. You have awesome geeky background, adorable baby, awesome kitty, and you two. You are pretty cool people. Introduce yourselves.
Yeah, let's introduce ourselves. So this is Xander.
Hi, Xander.
Xander currently doesn't do much. He eats, he sleeps, he cuddles.
Yeah.
He's
starting to be able to do things with his hands.
Yeah. I'm Mike Robles. I'm a community manager. I've worked on a ton of projects, Magic the Gathering, Dungeons & Dragons, Killer Instinct, Minecraft. The list goes on and on. I've worked for Lone Shark Games, helping them out with Kickstarter stuff. I've bounced around from different companies. And now I'm chilling as a stay-at-home dad.
Yeah, and I am Tifa Robles. I am the founder of Lady Planeswalker Society, which is a group to create a welcoming, friendly space for all genders to learn and play Magic in a safe alternative environment. We teach at conventions and do all sorts of other fun stuff in the Magic community. I also work in the game industry. I was with Wizards for a while, and then most recently I was with Xbox. I'm currently looking for where my next opportunity will be, but right now I'm just staying at home with my baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Welcome back to Desert Bus.
Yeah, you've been calling in a Desert Bus every year since when?
Like 6 or 7?
I think so. We sort of dropped. I feel bad because we sort of dropped the ball on this year because we were a little busy. But you know,
No.
I can't imagine how you might be busy
Yeah.
with a 10-week-old baby on your hands.
Yeah,
I've never experienced anything like it.
I'm sure you guys have no idea what it's like. So
They just sleep, right? It can't be that hard, really.
yeah, normally I get up in the morning, I change its pellets, and I give it its little water like thing, and then I leave for the day, and it's fine.
Well, we're very excited that you could find the time to join us for a bit.
Thank you. I have some fun questions for you guys. A lot of comments for Xander saying, I don't have a question. I just want you to know you're adorable and you're cute and all of this stuff. So he is very loved, even though he's mostly not conscious of it yet. Okay, so this is a fun one. This is a question for Mike and Tifa, but should be answered by Tifa and Mike. So Tifa, you're going to answer for Mike, and Mike, you're going to answer for Tifa.
Okay.
And then you can tell us if they got it right. I have a feeling, considering I know you two, that you're going to get this right. But tea or coffee?
So you're answering for me whether
Wait.
whether I would prefer tea or coffee. Yeah.
Mike doesn't like either, but if he had to pick, he'd pick some kind of fruity iced tea.
All right. And then Mike, tea or coffee?
I'm totally a tea person.
Are you guys right?
Yeah.
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 All right.
that.
And then favorite preferred color?
That's like a
or
Newlywed Game thing.
I know, combination of the magic color pie. So, Mike, what's Tifa's favorite color / favorite color combo?
Oh, blue-green easily. Her favorite color is green. Her favorite combo is blue-green.
Oh, and then Tifa, what's Mike's?
His favorite is black, but he plays all the colors. I think his favorite combo is black-red.
That would be correct.
Oh, and I know Mike is correct for Tifa because I've seen Tifa's tattoo. So if she's not committed to blue-green, she got the wrong guild tattooed on her arm.
Man, that cat is just all about this Skype call.
Yeah.
I actually don't know the cat's name.
Alia.
Alia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Hello.
Oh, baby yawn.
Stealing the show, buddy. Stealing the show.
The kitty's like, hey, I'm cute too.
Yeah. Love me. Hey, what are some... Hey, because you guys play a lot of games together, I have a question for you that I think you guys would be good at answering. What are some great two-player games outside of Magic that you could recommend? Video game or board?
For video game, we really like Minecraft. We say this a lot. Like Minecraft, you can do really good split screen co-op or online co-op and build a world together. I think it's one of my favorite things to do. I got it. He's fine.
There's also a lot of ID at Xbox games that are really fun for co-op 2-player. Like Kalimba is super fun.
Oh yeah, there's a game called Kalimba. We just picked up Seven Wonders Duels, which is the game Seven Wonders, but as a 2-player game, which we haven't tried yet, but sounds super fun. Almost any deck building game is great for 2 players.
I really like. There's it's sort of like board/card game called Lost Cities. It's a great 2-player game, really easy to just like pick up and play for 20 minutes.
I mean, that's a really good start, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have another question for you. We have a giveaway, a donation drive that we're going to run during the call here. And I thought maybe you wanted to tell us a little bit about what that item is and about where it comes from. You guys run Lady Planeswalker Society.
Yeah.
And I understand you have something very special related to that you would like to give to some lucky viewer, and maybe tell us a bit about LPS and what you do with that.
Absolutely. You want to do this?
So the giveaway that we have is something that a lot of people really want, and very rarely are we able to give them away. So it's a playmat.
Yes, the LPS playmat.
Yes. And the reason these are so hard to give away is they're donated to us by Cascade Games, and we only have a certain amount of them, and we use them for conventions and promotional purposes. They're not for sale. There's no way to get them unless you see it at something like this or some other charity event. So it's really special, and I know there are lots and lots of people who would love to have their hands on this.
Part of this donation drive is these were a one-time only Lady Planeswalker Society patch that was made by Wizards of the Coast for us to help identify LPS members at PAX Prime 2015.
Yeah.
So once these are gone forever.
Yeah.
Because these won't be made ever again.
And the reason we have those, like Mike said, Wizards made them for us because one of the major things that we do is we go to different conventions and we teach people how to play Magic. The reason that I started the society is I felt that it was really difficult to get into the game for anyone really, because the tournament environment's really intimidating. Especially if you don't know anybody and you go into a store, you feel like you have to be good in order to play. So it's not a great way to learn. And then adding onto that, some of the sexism that can be found in parts of the community, it can make it even more difficult. So I wanted to create something that would help people bridge that barrier so that anybody interested in Magic would have a way to play without having to worry about all those additional things. And one of the ways we do that is through these conventions. And Wizards of the Coast wanted us to come teach for them and made us these patches.
Nice. So these are very rare. You indeed can't get them in stores. Would you guys like to pick a number that we'll do our donation drive for? We've done the sort of, somewhere between 5 and 10. Pick a number you feel is appropriate.
Oh my goodness. We can do his birthday, 9/3.
Yeah.
$9.03.
$9.03.
So $9.03. He's a Virgo. So get those donations in. You can win this Lady Planeswalkers playmat and badge. They're very rare. They're very awesome. LPS is a fantastic group. And why don't we run that till 4:30? We're going to run that till 4:30 p.m.
Great.
So get those donations in. And while we're talking to Mike and Tifa, guys, if you have questions, you can go to the blog post that's up about them on our website and post those questions, and Kathleen will find those and read them out. I have a quick one that I saw in the chat related to LPS. How can you become a Lady Planeswalker?
Yeah, there are plenty of resources on the website, ladyplaneswalkers.weebly.com. And there's, I think, an entire section on how to start your own chapter. You can start your own chapter, or you can find a chapter. There are over 80 in the world.
Close to 80.
Close to 80 in the world. So chances are there might be one somewhere close by you. So yeah. And that's probably the easiest, quickest way. Nice cat. You just wanted to be up, didn't you?
Yeah, or you can also just join us on Facebook. We have a lot of discussions. It's a closed group, so you can see the group and ask to join. And then me or Mike or one of our wonderful admins will add you. And that's a great way to even just be involved outside of the stores.
Yeah.
I have another question. My gaming group is pretty good, but I want to make the environment of my LGS more open and inviting. Miniature gaming, not MTG, but same sort of deal. How can I go about this? And aside from obviously the resources you just talked about, what do you recommend and resources you could, sort of steer this person to?
I think one of the best ways to do this is to have an anti-harassment policy for your store or group, because that really sets the tone for everybody. And lets them know that you have like a no tolerance policy and that you want your space to be welcoming and inclusive for everybody. And we have our anti-harassment policy posted both on our website and on our Facebook page if you wanted to take a look, just as an example. And beyond that, it's just making sure that that you are being friendly and welcoming anytime somebody new comes in. Make sure that you introduce yourself and talk to them about your group.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Yay, babies. That's fine.
Yay, dads. Nice work. You were saying, Tifa?
So yeah, beyond the anti-harassment policy, it's really just your behavior towards the people at the event. I try to always introduce myself anytime there's a new member at LPS and just let them know that, I'm there for them, paying attention to them, and that lets them know, if they do have a problem, that they can come talk to me. It makes them feel welcomed right away when they walk in the door instead of feeling like, oh my God, why am I here? I don't have anyone to talk to. I think that helps set the environment to be inclusive.
Awesome.
All right, next question. Sorry, I'm managing.
Kathleen is multitasking, as does her best tradition.
Can you each share your favorite moment in the gaming industry, work game, or game community that's made a real impact on the lives of its players? So basically, do you have a moment where you realize that your work in the gaming industry and as a community manager has made a real impact on someone's life? Also, between you both, who wins more often at Magic?
Tifa wins all the time. So I know while she's thinking, I actually have one that I refer to quite often. This happened a couple years ago. It was at San Diego Comic-Con 2011 or 12. And I was exhausted. I was working for Wizards, and I was just exhausted. I was actually sitting down with my back against a wall, eating a pizza. And this kid and his mom came by and sat down next to me, and the kid was obviously upset. And I overheard his mom talking. I was like, it's fine. We'll get in line tomorrow. We'll try to get something. And Wizards was giving away something. I can't remember what it was. Just some magic something. Or I think it's just get in line, get like a shiny vampire or something if you stood in line and played the latest version of Duels. And me being the community manager, I had a bag full of magic packs and promos. And I was like, oh, is he all right? And the mom was like, yeah, he just didn't get a chance to get his Magic the Gathering stuff. And I was like, oh, okay. And I opened my bag and gave him like 6 or 7 packs and a whole bunch of promos. And the kid looked at me and he looked at his mom. And without thinking or without doing anything, he just came up and just gave me a hug. And I was exhausted, right? And maybe because I was fatigued, but I got a little teary-eyed. And I was like, yeah, it's fine. Go on. His mom was like, I hope that's okay. I was like, totally fine. I was like, I work for Wizards of the Coast. I'm the community manager. This is part of my job. Sorry you couldn't get in line, but here's some stuff. Oh, I think it's food time. Yeah. That's probably one of the most standout moments where I realized that, this game's obviously all about the fans, and what I do is for the fans. I've had plenty of great moments in KI, too, where people will come up to me and be like, thanks for all you're doing for KI, with the community manager, and thanks for showing me, or thanks for putting, my video up on YouTube, or thanks for the shout-out in the YouTube show, stuff like that. Woo! We got him. There we go. There we go. We got him. So yeah, that's at least some of my moments that I've had.
I definitely have one. So when I was at Wizards of the Coast, one of my responsibilities was to give tours to anyone who visited the Wizards of the Coast office on behalf of Magic. And there was a time that I gave a tour to a dad and his young daughter, and it was a few months after that the dad actually sent me one of the, like, she wrote a paper for school. I wish I could remember, like, exactly what, like, the goal of the paper was. But she was talking about how she had this, like, amazing experience and how meeting this woman at Wizards of the Coast made her realize that she could follow her dreams as an artist and still end up having, like, a real job. And it was, like, amazing to see from, like, the words of this young girl how I'd inspired her. Yeah, that was a really great moment. And I'm actually still friends with the family, which is really cool. I know through Lady Planeswalkers, I get messages all the time from women who say they never would have played the game if it wasn't for Lady Planeswalkers Society, and couples who have messaged me saying that it's made a difference in their relationship, like being able to bring their wife to something like this and get her into the hobby. And now a couple that is good friends with us actually started a game store after learning together at Lady Planeswalkers Society. Like, that's how much it influenced their life and their relationship. So really, seeing how widespread Lady Planeswalkers has become and how many lives it's touched constantly gets me. Like, I am constantly surprised and amazed by that.
That is awesome. I have another question for you. I realize that you guys have both worn a variety of hats. Mike, you're more of a community manager. Tifa, you're like a project manager. But do you have any advice for somebody who wants to become a community manager in gaming or even just the tech industry?
Networking is so big.
Yeah, get involved. If there's a game you love, jump on the forums, try to be an ambassador first. Some of the greatest community managers I know were ambassadors and vocal points and evangelists for their games before moving on to becoming community managers. That's probably the number one thing I can talk to, is don't be afraid to talk and reach out to these game companies.
This is a question from Jordan. Hey, if I'm in the Seattle area and I'm looking for an inclusive Magic play group, where should I look? Do you have any suggestions?
Card Kingdom! So we meet at Card Kingdom every Tuesday, and we have a lot of different formats. We're always willing to help out a new player or teach them how to play. And then we also there's also a Lady Planeswalker in Bellevue if you're on the east side, and they meet every second and fourth Thursday of the month.
What if you're not in Seattle and you're looking for a really great way? There's Lady Planeswalker societies everywhere, aren't there?
Yes.
Excellent.
So as we were saying, there are close to 80 in the whole world, and you can find all of those on the website. We list all the chapters and link to their Facebook pages or their store pages, whatever like they've preferred we put up for their advertising.
All right. I feel like I have answered. I know you guys talked about it at the beginning, but I didn't want to ignore Jordan's hard-hitting question.
That's good.
But I have a question that's not related to Magic at all. You guys did something.
I'm really I see a really important question in the chat that I want to answer. There was a question about trans women are absolutely welcome. And we actually are open to all genders, non-binary, even men are allowed to come play.
I did that. I came by the last Lady Planeswalkers night. Not the last one. The last time I was in Seattle, I came by. It was great.
We noticed actually over on the east side there were we had more men that were afraid to go to Friday Night Magic because they were brand new to Magic, and they were afraid of going and playing Standard and Squash. So they started learning and playing and honing their chops at Lady Planeswalker Society.
Nice,
sweet.
It's a welcoming environment. It's like it's a welcoming environment for everyone, no matter what they are.
And it's just Lady Planeswalker Society. You don't got to be a lady to join.
That's true.
And like you guys mentioned earlier, if there's not one in your area, you can also start one. That's actually how our local Victoria chapter got started. As a friend of ours talked to you guys, and she started up the Victoria one, and it's awesome. So
hey, how long is this donation drive going for? Till when?
This is going till 4:30. So reminder to everybody to get those donations in.
So soon. So we actually decided that if we're going to ship this thing, someone's going to need something to carry it in. So we're going to sweeten
Whoa! You're sweetening the pig.
Ooh.
Red Monkey bag. A long time ago, Wizards partnered with this company called Red Monkey. And if I remember correctly, this is actually a prototype that was given to me before it actually went to market. It's a sweet messenger bag. I actually still use mine to this day.
Nice.
All my Magic stuff in.
That's awesome. I think I had one of those for a little while. The production model, anyway.
Yeah. So.
Nice, thank you. So, guys, if you want to win those, donate $9.03 between now and 4:30, and we will draw a winner. That's the Lady Planeswalkers playmat, the Lady Planeswalkers patch. Those are very rare and not available to buy, and that awesome messenger bag with the Magic the Gathering emblem on it, Planeswalkers emblem.
Awesome. So there was a question not about.
Yes. This is you guys had something to do with the latest expansion of Betrayal on House on the Hill. Do you guys want to talk about that?
So, yeah, the Widow's Walk expansion.
Yeah, the Widow's Walk expansion.
So it started out with I was helping out Lone Shark Games with some of their more recent Kickstarters, and then in one of the meetings, Mike was like, "Hey, we're going to do a sequel to Betrayal." I was like, "It's my favorite game ever. Like, it's the game that got me into gaming. Like, what do I got to do?" And he's like, "It's easy. Just if you have something or a haunt you want to write, talk to me about it." And I know that we had played a whole bunch. And I was like, "Tifa, we have an opportunity to write a haunt for this." So we sat down and started writing, and I guess the inspiration, if you want to talk about where the inspiration came from.
So I actually have a degree in creative writing. I always thought that I'd end up being a writer. I even thought for a while that I would end up writing in the video game industry, and then my path kind of just took me a different direction. But I was really, really excited to sort of get back into that creative side again. And we were actually, I brought up the idea to Mike, and he really liked it. I wrote a novel when I was in high school that I've never really done anything with, and there's one character in the novel that I still have always wanted to do something with because I thought she was so amazing. And we actually used her for our haunt. And our haunt is pirate themed, and she is
she plays a big part.
Yeah, she's a pirate captain. And yeah, I don't want to give anything away, but if you do play our haunt, know that she is a character that has been in my life for a very long time.
And so Tifa came up with almost all of the flavor text and story. I worked with her on the gameplay an awful lot, and then we sat and worked on the gameplay together before submitting it. I think that's where that came from. It was definitely a joint effort, in I think every sense of the word, as we sat there and how can we utilize this character and how can we make something that makes sense within this haunt world? I mean, it's a weird house, so I guess nothing makes sense, but we wanted to try to make it as close to the original haunts as possible. Yeah,
it was very fun, and it was a great opportunity for us to work together on something too.
Yeah, how is it actually taking something creative, because I also do some writing. How is it taking something creative and then translating that to game mechanics? That seems like it would be a new experience, maybe not the easiest thing, because there's not a one-to-one, right?
No, I think what we did is we said, okay, here's our theme. What do we want to happen? And we looked at the character and tried to figure out what the character would want. And then it was, how can we incorporate that into the already existing rules and dynamics of Betrayal? And with Betrayal, there's so much that you can do. I mean, if you've seen some of the newest haunts, they're ridiculous. And I think we just sort of boil it down to what do pirates do most?
Yeah, what would a pirate's goals be, and then how can we get there? And just really trying to keep it realistic for a pirate in that world. Yeah, that's really... Yeah. And Mike helped a lot with the mechanics too, because he played the game a lot more than I had.
But I mean, when you're writing, you're I need to get from A to B to C, right?
Yeah.
When you play a game, there's all sorts of player agency and choice, right? So you don't want them to feel railroaded into one particular way, so... of going about things. I think that's just an interesting conversation about how to translate a story that you're trying to tell to something where people could possibly screw it up, because there's a lot of failure states for Betrayal games.
Yeah.
Well, the cool thing with Betrayal is there could be different outcomes. So we wrote scenarios in both directions.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely looked at that, and we tried to make sure we were okay, what, based on player choices, and obviously playtesting the game helped an awful lot. We try to figure out what we can do to try to make this get from point A to C as easily as possible if there's a bunch of different variations between A and C.
Mm-hmm.
There's also the Widow's Walk expansion. Beyond Yourselves has a bunch of really, really cool people wrote haunts for it.
Yeah, that's a heck of a long list of great names that are on that thing.
It's a great list, including Mikey Newman,
who's calling in later tonight.
Yeah.
Desert Bus.
Teamwork.
All right, let me just see if I can refresh and see if we have any new questions coming in for you guys.
I have one, sort of related to your newest family member.
Yeah.
I know that you're awesome parents and you're not going to, like force your child to get in the family business or like what they don't want to like. But what things, as you do get to influence your child, are there any particular things, whether they're, geeky gamer things or not, that you're especially excited to get to introduce him to?
I mean, games in general. Like, I know we want to start with Nintendo games. We've talked about wanting to introduce him to games the same way that we were introduced to games.
Mm-hmm.
So starting with, like, classics instead of, him starting with, like...
We want him to appreciate the roots. We want him to play Atari and Ninja Gaiden and Metroid and Mega Man and be like, yeah, good luck. Have fun, buddy.
The cool thing is it gets to be, like, a very, very fast evolution. Like, you got, like Nintendo for maybe, like, 8 months or something, and then it's like, oh look, the Super Nintendo, hey! And just fast track the evolution of gaming.
Long term, like I just picture like him and I playing Overwatch together. I think that would be like adorable and amazing.
Just to append something really quick onto there, if you're familiar with Andy Bio, one of the founders of XOXO and Upcoming.org and Kickstarter and stuff like that. He's at Wax Pancake on Twitter.
So Waxy.
He has done that with his son, whose name is Elliot, I believe, and they've been writing about it together, going through the history of gaming together.
Yeah, that actually is what like started our conversation with what we.
Oh, awesome! Okay, I was going to send it to you.
Yeah, I mean, he's watched me play Overwatch, and he's watched me play some other games before, and He likes bright colors and he likes things, but we're definitely going to sort of learn him through, the classics. We want him to appreciate games now from where they came from.
Yeah, and like for me, like Mario and Legend of Zelda are like the #1 games. So I'm like, he has to play these before going on to like the next gen.
I feel like you have many wonderful things to look forward to, as does Xander.
Ooh, what game are you most looking forward to having him play?
Magic.
Any predictions as to what his favorite colors will be?
Red?
Yeah.
When Penelope was little, I put out like all five basic lands in front of her, and I was like, "Choose, my child," and she ate the white one.
No. She threw the white one on the ground.
That's true, yeah. She was like, get out of here.
This
and I was like,
bus out of here.
I was like, yeah, that's my daughter. But then
then
I think maybe it was the green one she ate. Anyhow, she went for blue and black, and it was the happiest day of my life.
Yeah, I was going to say, you must have died a little inside of happiness.
So far, he seems like he's exactly like us. So it makes it hard to tell because we like different colors of Magic.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll like white because that's the one we don't play.
Hosk says white, green, Planeswalker, Xander. That's because we have a sweet hooded towel that is white and green from a Hosk, which we've used an awful lot. So thank you, Hosk.
Do you guys want to talk a little bit about the other stuff that you're doing in terms of like streaming? Mike, I saw you put up like a Duke Nukem review a little while ago. Do you want to talk about that kind of stuff?
Yeah, so I've been doing a lot of, in my free time, I've been playing a lot of video games, doing some video reviews, a lot of written reviews for a website called Marooners Rock. Now, my good friend Andrew had hooked me up a long time ago. So I've been doing a lot of reviews. I've actually got 3 more reviews in the next 2 weeks coming, and that's the newest Blaze Blue, Dishonored 2, and Cartoon Network Battle Crashers. They're not always awesome games, but it's a ton of fun. When I get a chance, I'm doing video stuff. It's a little bit harder because my laptop isn't working as well anymore, so I can only stream directly from my Xbox. But I'm trying to stream more often. I started playing Gwent, the Witcher card game, and I want to stream the hell out of that because that game is so good as a digital card game that I think it can be up there and not rival, but like, be a fun card game to watch, like Hearthstone or Magic or Elder Scrolls or something like that. And so, been having fun with doing that kind of stuff.
Well, it's 4:31, which means it is time to draw for the incredible Lady Planeswalkers can't be bought anywhere playmat and patch and bag. Oh, and our shipper's already coming out. Because I just mentioned it again, I'm just gonna I'll do the actual drawing at 4:32 in case there's any last second things that are just gonna sneak in through. But I'm very excited about this. All right. I should have said 4:32. I should draw it now. Now I'm just drawing this out. I'm prolonging the excitement. Do it. All right. Everybody ready?
Push the button.
Well, first I just hit submit and it does the thing. Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. That's amazing.
Holy. All right.
All right. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Mad Dog! And that raised $1,155.84.
Yay!
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for letting us join sort of last minute this week.
Yeah. Thanks for coming.
We were very happy that you could join us and your new family member and tell us all these wonderful things. I hope lots of people in the chat will find a awesome LPS playgroup or start one. There's certainly lots of excitement talking about it. And good luck with all of your new adventures. You have many things to look forward to.
We do. Thank you very much.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much.
Bye.